you really almost shouldn't be racing. You still have like a broken scaphoid.
Yeah, she's
coming along.
She's coming along. The wrist brace. Actually, this is Oisin's wrist brace, to be honest.
So you've borrowed his stuff?
Yeah, I've got borrowed his stuff. Nah, like, I'm just so happy. Like, I'm a lucky charm
You're
for you.
lucky charms.
Yeah, some kid gave me some.
Welcome back to another edition of Long Views by Misspent Summers, the audio zine that brings you an insight into the world of racing. My name is Archie Bromfield, and in this week's episode we are looking back at the Snowshoe Downhill World Cup, an event that seems to produce an extra amount of drama every year, and boy was 2023 a good one. Sven Martin, Misspent Summers photographer and all-round World Cup wizard, catches up with those involved in the incredible happenings in the USA. Before we get started with Sven's interviews, here is a rundown on the top 5 final results from the 2023 Snowshoe Downhill World Cup. In the men, it was Oisin O'Callaghan, Rónán Dunne, Dakota Norton, Loris Vergier and Bernard Kerr. In the women, it was Marine Cabirou, Nina Hoffman, Vali Höll, Tani Seagrave and Gloria Scarzi. In the junior men, it was Ryan Pinkerton, Evan Metcalf, Milan Falque, Danielle Castellanos Liberal and Don Platt. In the junior women, it was Reese van Lerven, Taylor Osgaard, Valentina Roa Sanchez, Lisa Bellado and Kale Cushman. It was an extremely entertaining weekend of racing, with Oisin O'Callaghan winning his first ever Elite World Cup and Vali Höll and Ryan Pinkerton becoming the Elite Women and Junior Men overall champions. To kick things off, Sven chats with Oisin O'Callaghan, who arguably had the best reaction ever to winning an Elite World Cup. You should have seen his face.
What do you reckon?
Well, what about that? It's the Irish. What's the luck of the Irish?
That's not the luck. It's the speed of
What
the
do they
Irish.
grow up in? It's got to be...
Bro, it's the Guinness.
The Guinness?
Yeah, it's the Guinness.
I thought it was like the practice on the loose, slimy little V-Rocks.
Yeah, but that's... By the time finals came around, it was dry.
Yeah, true.
He did that in bone dry, mate. Thank you.
Good drive.
Man, dude. What a day.
What a day.
Man, last year
Yes.
you did a skid for a photographer and you broke your ankle or something.
Wrist, collarbone, yeah.
And now you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
How did you get here? Like, what was it about this venue or this race that made you do it? You see? Not that we're surprised, because you've been fucking riding on point lately.
This place always seems to have been good for Irish.
Yeah.
Like, podium in 21, Rhodium podium last year,
Yeah.
and now 1-2 this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know, everything just clicked this weekend. From
Yeah.
the first run, I felt good, and
Yeah.
it's just been like riding smooth, and like 2 top 10s earlier in the year, and now to back it up again and get the first elite win is bloody insane.
Did you, beginning of the year, what was your goal for the season? And you know, did you have a podium?
A podium would have been sick,
Yeah.
but more like be a consistent top 15, top 10 rider, which
Yeah.
I'm still aiming for, only doing kind of, just need to be more consistent, but with the win today, that makes up for the rest of the season, I think.
And how old are you today?
20,
20.
yeah.
Young wave taking over again, huh?
Yeah, it's cool to see the young dogs coming up.
And you and Rónán, do you guys ride back home? Are you like riding buddies? Or?
Yeah, we ride quite a bit over the winter.
Yeah.
Like, we only live 2 hours away, so there's a bit more downhill near him. But coming from Ireland, there isn't. It's mainly small hills, no mountains, so we don't get much downhill in.
Would you say you drink more together or ride more together in the off season?
At the start of the off season, there's definitely a few hungover downhill laps.
Okay.
But yeah,
But still doing laps. That's
still
good.
doing laps.
That's good.
Laps. Yeah.
Dude, enjoy the couple of days, but here in Montserrat, and let's see you in Montserrat.
Thank you. Cheers. See you in a bit.
Yeah, man.
Oisin becomes the first Irishman to win an Elite World Cup. Can't wait to see how he gets on this weekend in Montserrat at the final round of the year. It's now been 2 on the trot for Marine Cabirou, who wins her second World Cup of the year in Snowshoe. This pushes her into third in the overall, just 29 points behind Nina Hoffman. Here is Marine.
Marine, not an easy race to win. Maybe one of the toughest this year?
Yes, of course, it was a really difficult weekend because the track changed a lot with the weather and the condition. So it wasn't easy, but yeah, finally it's a good weekend for me.
How did you say finally? You've had some good weekends.
Yeah, at the beginning I wasn't feeling really good on track. I start to ride really slow at the beginning of the week. And maybe it was a good plan because I ride safely, I don't have a crash, and I think it's a good solution to be in good shape here because many people crash and are injured. So I'm happy to stay in one piece and take the win.
And going back to back, that's quite something. It's like you're getting where you need to be, or where
Yeah.
you were like a couple of years before your big injury.
Yeah, of course, I'm really happy to be back after all my injury and be finally at my place. And yeah, I'm super proud to be back at my level, and it's just amazing for me.
Was there a point where you thought you don't know if you can be back to number one winning races, or did you always believe?
Yes, of course, at the beginning of the season, I wanted to do well, but I don't know, because I feel like I couldn't be on the top place at the beginning of the season. So I try to improve on every races and make some new step. But yeah, finally it worked, and I'm finally back at my level, so I'm super proud of that.
And now are you, Sinan, wanting to, like, because you can jump ahead of Nina in the overall?
Yeah, of course, for sure it's a goal to be in front of Nina of the overall. Take the second place could be amazing for me for the overall. But we will see. Nina is really strong, Vali too, and I hope I can have another good race.
There we go. And best of luck.
Thank you so much.
On to Sinan now. Could she make it 3 in a row to end the season? 2-time Elite World Champ and now 2-time Elite Overall Champ, Vali Höll has been a dominant force all season, and a third in Snowshoe was enough to wrap up the overall with a race to spare. Here is Vali with Sven.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
4 titles in 6... What?
6 years.
4 titles in 6 years.
Is it?
That's counting.
No. I think it's
8 titles.
4 world champions and 4 overalls.
Yeah.
So that's 8.
And it's 8
How
titles.
did we get it wrong? Or did I get it wrong?
Because it's 4 and 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Still.
That is keeping track at least. Vali, I was saying, is it weird to start the day today? Matt said you only needed, 2 points. You only needed 2 points, and knowing you would get 10 points for 10th, like.
Well, it was more weird because I crashed in qualifying and semi and still ended up on P1 and I had no idea what's going on.
You in semi, you crashed like right on my toes.
Did I?
Yeah, on the tree.
Well, it was just like more annoying because I started thinking about like why I'm crashing again. Like, what am I doing wrong or what I'm doing like last year that I keep crashing. Yeah. So for final, I was like, just not crash. And then, I played it safe, I got third, and then I saw I'm only 0.6 back, and I was like, fuck, this sucks.
So you know when you cross, because we were having a debate, all the photographers, when you cross the finish line, you like you did the head, like you were like, we couldn't. Boris said you went yes because you got the title, and I said you went fuck because you got third. What was it?
No, I did yes for the title.
Did you? He was right. Shit.
Yeah.
So a happy weird third place.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I won the overall, which is super sick.
Yeah.
P3 is kind of disappointing, but to secure it and be safe and grab it before the last race of the season is pretty cool. Like, I've never been in the position to actually lead throughout the season and have the number 1 on my back and to pull it off and not mess it up, because honestly in my head I just had the fuck up of Miriam in my head the whole time.
Yeah, about the grass.
She had a really bad time in Snowshoe and I just didn't want to do this, so stoked.
Some people would probably relax now knowing that they've secured the overall, but I have no doubt that Vali will come out swinging in Canada. She is always hungry for the win. Sven now chats with Matt Gallean, Vali's mechanic, who has been by Vali's side for 6 years and knows a thing or two about setting up a race-winning bike.
She did both 4 times. Yes. Matt.
First time's the same year.
Yes.
You've been working with Vali for what, 6 years now?
Yeah, 6 years. Yeah.
What are the stats?
4 times world champion and 4 times overall champion. World Cup overall champion.
Not bad stats for a team, eh?
Yeah.
So to break the news for those that don't know, Vali is 2023 World Cup overall downhill champion.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. That was the goal, trying to get the
jersey and the title.
Yeah, the title. Trying to grab up more races, obviously, but no, it's it's a big satisfaction for her.
And I'm going to let you speak for Vali because I don't know where she is.
Yeah.
It would have been a bit nerve-wracking this morning, like. She wants to go and win and dominate like she has, but she also knows like by just riding smartly she can secure the overall. Like what was going into her head for race day?
Well, yesterday was an eye opener. Like we know that she was fast. She was flying on this track. She crashed and she had a big buffer, and then she won the quali by 3 seconds. Then this morning it happens again, so she was leading by 8.
in front of me. She has a crash.
Yeah. And so this morning, did you see this morning? No, yeah. So this morning she had a crash. She had 8 seconds lead, and then she won by 0.01 or whatever, like super close. And then we decided, okay, take it easy, go down, and then don't push too hard, and then try to win or be close to Nina. Stay close to Nina, and that's enough for the overall. Even though we knew that she needed 2 points to wrap up the overall, even though like if she ends up being 10th, she would have had 50 points. So the overall was in the pocket. She just needed to finish.
Got you.
Yeah. So
it's kind of not the way you maybe want to do it around, no?
No.
I'll have to ask Vali this one.
I guess it's bad, like because you start like questioning yourself. You're not yourself, and then maybe this is where you can make some mistakes. But no, it was third, and then she's not happy, obviously, because it tastes like not a victory.
Vali.
So
Matt's doing your interview.
So come here, please.
No, I think I prefer interviewing you. Maybe especially today. We'll stick it to you.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's cool to be third, but at the end she was like, "Fuck, I'm so close to win the race again. 0.6 seconds. It's nothing. I should have pushed a little bit more because I took it easy."
Vali,
so,
come over here. I want to split this up.
One more race and then Matt can put his tools away for the off-season. Once childhood friends, now the first two Irishmen to stand on the top and second step of an elite downhill World Cup podium. Oisin O'Callaghan and Rónán Dunne would have been dreaming about this day for a long time, I'm sure. Here is Rónán speaking to Sven about his career best second place finish.
Dude, it's like deja vu, huh?
Yeah, just better, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah, what a day. I cannot believe it, but I can kind of believe it as well. But
I mean, like, you really almost shouldn't be racing. You still have like a broken scaphoid.
Yeah, she's
coming along.
She's coming along. The wrist brace. Actually, this is Oisin's wrist brace, to be honest.
So you've got borrowed his stuff?
Yeah, I've got borrowed his stuff. Nah, like, I'm just so happy. Like, I'm a lucky charm
You
for
got
you.
lucky charms,
yeah, some kid gave me some. Yeah, I know. Like, ever since this time last year, I've only wanted that podium. We even get an 8th in Leo Gang. Like, I was happy, but I was still just like, no, this is not right. I still need to get on that fucking step. And yeah, today I was confident coming into this week that I could do it, but then also you still have those doubts.
But what's up with you guys? I mean, is it coincidence, or is it just like these are the kind of conditions you ride on at home?
To be honest, there's nothing like this at home.
Okay.
And it wasn't wet this week as well, which was quite cool. Like, it was a dry track.
Well, the rest of the field is going to say it was pretty wet.
Oh, that was dry. That was the driest day of Ireland, to be honest.
Okay.
But no, like, I do like this track, but I don't know. I feel like after practice, me and Oisin were kind of just feeding off each other. Getting a P2.
So you guys felt that you were both on it early on in the week?
Like, getting a P2 in time training, I was like, okay, I can definitely do something in 10th. I was like, and then when Oisin, I don't know what the fuck he did in quality, something 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're kind of then like, okay, hold on. And then after semi-finals, me getting 4th, him getting 2nd, we were like...
Do you guys like talk? Say, I imagine we went like 1-2.
Yeah, we were literally like, let's get them baguettes off the fucking podium. Like, there's 2 tricolours up there, the Irish and the French, and we're like, the Irish is going up on top of that. Like, we're saying this, but like, it is hard to believe it. But
yeah, well,
yeah, it was, first time. Like, and there's still one more race, so it'd be like, I know what I need to do, so it's pretty cool.
Not a bad time of the year when like contracts are up and all that kind of stuff, huh?
Yeah, like, I say, it definitely helps with that, but I mean, it was more like, I'm not doing this for a fucking team. I'm doing this for sponsors, and then I'm just doing it for myself. And like, I put the work in this winter, and I was like, I wasn't really going to settle for anything else, so that's why it's pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool to do it, so yeah.
Good answer.
Cheers, boss.
I still do owe you that bar tab.
What a talent Rónán Dunne is. I've no doubt we'll be seeing a lot more of him on the podium in years to come. Bernard BK Kerr and Snowshoe appear to be a good combination. After his incredible performance in the USA last year, finishing 2nd, we all knew he'd be back looking to take the win. Unfortunately, he was forced to settle for 5th this year.
Sven.
Bernard, is it harder coming to a race with expectations or without?
Without, I reckon it's way harder coming without. You want to go in feeling yourself and everyone talking about you and you're thinking you're the man, I reckon.
Okay.
You got to be confident.
Okay, yeah.
You got to be confident.
Like, different people give a different answer.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't deliver really. But
so it's pretty like, a podium is no longer delivering for you?
Not here, man. I felt good all week and I messed up the rocks real bad in my run. It might not have looked like it, but every run,
which ones?
the last like good like really flat, fast rocks. Every run, I was getting a full 1 or 2 cranks into them, like just sprinting in and risking my life. And I just slid my front and didn't pedal into them. Yeah. And the 2 seconds pretty much in every time run I was making up on everyone in there, I didn't in today's final. And that was all I really needed. So, yeah, it just had a really good run bar that. And that mistake cost what I wanted to do today. And I've had so many fifths.
When you crossed the line into the hot seat, though, that's...
That was unreal with the fans. As soon as I saw the 09, though, I literally knew it wouldn't be enough. I was like, unless everyone crashes, there's no way.
You're so always, kind of the winning time, eh?
I said earlier, before my run, I told Jenna like 5 hours ago, I need to do an 07 and I should have a chance.
What was the winning time?
An 07. I told her that at like lunchtime.
I think you told me this last year, the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I need to do an 07 VM with a shot, and it was an 07.
And,
so, yeah.
And the boys, we've been having a bit of a party while
boys
were
at a party, yeah. Jake absolutely smashed it today. He got 12th, which is his best ever result. So Jacob Jewett killed it. Jenna was good 11th. Grantly good.
What I'm saying is, like, what's the mandatory when you're on the podium? There's the mandatory riders that have to go for anti-doping. Who are they normally?
First and second.
And then, but all year long, it's been first and second and pivot.
And pivot, yeah. I think
that's random.
That's my third drug test this year, third random.
And your enduro
and the
boys
teams had 5. The teams had 5 randoms.
5 random.
I'm not sure it's so random anymore.
It's quite random, eh? That you guys are always the random. Maybe this pit's looking like too good fun.
We're having too much fun.
There's no way you could be like clean and have this much fun in life.
Apparently, yeah. But the guy was really nice, and I'm good at it now, so I got it done quick.
All right, don't be that random guy. Get the real test.
I want the real test next week. I'm going to cruise semis and risk my life in finals. Get rid of semis, though.
Yeah.
Semis suck.
That's a lot of runs to do on this track, eh?
Yeah, man, that's heavy.
So, guys, what I was noticing, guys would be dialed in a section and maybe mess up a different section. And then the next run, they would mess up the section. There was no rhyme or reason why.
No, we're just all pushing so hard these days. You have to be almost crashing. Like, if you watch Ocean's run, I think he almost threw it away 3 times. But you have to. Like Loic, even these days, is almost throwing it away, then did throw it away. We're pushing so hard. Yeah. The bikes are so good. The speeds are so high. So, yeah, we're flying out there, man. It's gnarly.
What would you rather have? No semis or like a throwaway result in the series?
No semis. Get rid of semis. They suck.
Okay.
We hate semis.
All right, dude. Montanan, how do you run there?
Good. I got 5th there last year. New bike's unreal, like the Proto. So genuinely, the Proto was so good on those rocks this week. I just messed it in my run. And it's going to be unreal at St. Anne. Man, get me to St. Anne.
Sweet.
See you there. Cheers.
Look out for BK at Montanan. He'll be on a heater for sure. A rough weekend for Jackson Goldstone, who sadly punctured during his race run, as did many others. Here's a tangent. 30% of elite men's finalists punctured or crashed in their runs. Anyway, Goldstone's race run was still sick to watch as he rear-wheel drifted his way through the snowshoe corners. Goldstone will be looking to secure the overall on home soil this weekend in Montanan. However, he has to battle with Boris Vergier and Loic Bruni for the 2023 title. Not an easy fight.
Between like 4 guys.
Jackson, bit of a up-down week for you. How are you finding the track?
Yeah, the track was difficult. I mean, I had moments of greatness where I felt really, really good. My semi-run just made one slight mistake that kind of snowballed into a off-track experience, and then we got a dirt bike coming by. And then by the end, by the final run, I was, fired up, ready to go. Felt like I had a good results in me, and then, flatted before the first split. So,
kind of crazy that the top 3 in the world all either crashed or flattered in terms of chasing the points going into Montanan.
Yeah, it was an interesting race. To see Oisin and Rónán and some people who haven't been on the podium before or rarely on the podium up there. It was cool to see a bit of a diverse race. Obviously, would have loved to be up there with them.
Yeah, with the young guns, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of your crew that you hang with, eh?
Yeah, they're all, I'm all super tight with Rónán and Oisin as well. So, yeah, super stoked for them.
And what's it going to take the number 1 plate off Loic before prize giving him Montanan?
Beat him. Beat him, yeah.
Simple, easy answer from Steve.
Steve said it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to put down a good run.
Racing in Canada.
I like that place. I really like that place. It's steep, not as much pedaling, so hopefully I'll have a better shot.
Right, man. All right.
This weekend marks the end of the 2023 Downhill World Cup season, with this final race taking place in Montserrat, Canada. The race here last year was an incredible spectacle, with Finn Isles taking his first elite race win at home. The results from this weekend's race will decide both the elite men's and junior women's overall titles, so be sure to tune into the stream because it is going to be one hell of a weekend of racing. A big thank you as always to Sven Martin, who gives us a window into happenings at these amazing events. Check out his photographer page on misspentsummers.com if you like what he does. It's now time, as always, to thank some people. First off, we need to thank any of you that have made it this far through this episode of our audio zine, and we really appreciate you listening. Thank you to Sven Martin, Boris Bayer, and Seb Scheich for being in the field, capturing the incredible images for our website, newsletters, and our 2023 Hurly, Burly and the World Stage Yearbook, which are now available to pre-order over on our store. Make sure you check out the scratch section of our website, which is where we upload our zines, notes, and all manner of other MTB-related content. And lastly, don't forget that if you like what we do at Misspent Summers, you can help support us by spreading the word, buying anything from our store, or simply hitting the donate button at the footer of our website. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Views. Please do let us know if you're enjoying these audio zines. We would love to hear your feedback. And we'll catch you next week for a Montserrat recap.